Lesson 1. How often do you come to this park?
So, how often do you come to this park?
I try to come at least once a week. It's a great way to unwind after a busy week.
That sounds nice. I usually come here every other week. There's so much to enjoy.
Absolutely. Did you know that this park covers over 200 acres? It's one of the largest green spaces in the city.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that big. What do you like most about it?
I love the variety of trails. There are over 5 miles of walking paths, perfect for a good hike.
And the wildlife here is amazing too. I've spotted deer and various birds during my visits.
Exactly. This park is home to over 150 species of birds, making it a great spot for birdwatching.
That's impressive. It's nice to have such a natural escape close to the city.
For sure, parks like this are crucial for our mental health and well-being. They provide a space to connect with nature.
I completely agree. I always feel refreshed after spending time here.
Me too. It's a great reminder of how important it is to protect these green spaces.
Lesson 2. Do you enjoy your food?
Do you ever think about how much joy food brings into our lives?
Absolutely. Did you know that taste is one of our five senses, and it plays a huge role in our enjoyment of food?
Right. And it's fascinating that there are over 10,000 taste buds on our tongues, each responsible for detecting different flavors.
Exactly. Plus, the culture around food varies so much. For instance, in some countries, sharing meals is a significant part of social life.
I love that. Food can also evoke memories and emotions. Studies show that certain smells can trigger vivid memories from our past.
Yes, and it's interesting that the aroma of food can actually enhance our perception of taste, making it more enjoyable.
That makes sense. I read that the average person spends about 67 minutes a day eating, which is quite a bit of time dedicated to enjoyment.
For sure. And it's not just about eating. Cooking can also be a creative outlet for many people.
Absolutely. Cooking allows for self expression and can be a fun way to explore different cultures through their cuisines.
And with so many food options available, from street food to gourmet dining, there's something for everyone to enjoy.
Lesson 3. Which city are you going to go?
So, where are you thinking of going on your next trip?
I've been considering a few cities like Paris or Tokyo. They both have such rich cultures.
Paris is amazing. Did you know it's known as the City of Light and has over 70 million visitors each year?
That's impressive. Tokyo is fascinating too, with its blend of traditional and modern architecture.
Absolutely. And it's the most populous city in the world, with over 37 million people in the metropolitan area.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that large. What about the food scene in these cities?
Paris is famous for its pastries, especially croissants and macarons, while Tokyo offers incredible sushi and ramen.
Both sound delicious. How about the historical sites in these cities?
In Paris, you can visit the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre, which houses thousands of artworks, including the Mona Lisa.
And in Tokyo, there's the historic Sensoji Temple, which dates back to 645 AD. It's a must-see.
It seems like both cities have so much to offer. It's hard to choose.
I know, right? Each city has its unique charm and experiences to explore.
Lesson 4. Food to buy in supermarket.
Have you ever thought about how to navigate a supermarket effectively?
Absolutely. There's so much to choose from. It can be overwhelming.
Right? Did you know that the average supermarket has over 30,000 products?
Wow, that's a lot. And it's important to know what to look for.
Exactly. Fresh produce is key. Fruits and vegetables are packed with vitamins and minerals.
I read that eating a variety of colorful fruits and veggies can reduce the risk of chronic diseases.
Yes, and don't forget about whole grains. They provide essential fiber and nutrients.
I've also heard that lean proteins are important for muscle health.
Exactly. Foods like chicken, fish, and legumes are great options.
And what about dairy? I know it's a good source of calcium.
Yes, low fat or fat free dairy can help maintain strong bones.
It seems like making informed choices can really impact our health.
Definitely. Plus, understanding labels can help avoid processed foods high in sugar and sodium.
Lesson 5. Do you want to play computer game?
Hey, do you want to play a computer game?
Sure. Did you know that the gaming industry is worth over $159 billion?
That's incredible. And it's growing every year, right?
Absolutely. In fact, there are more than 3 billion gamers worldwide.
Wow. What do you think makes gaming so popular?
It's a great way to connect with friends and experience immersive storytelling.
True. Plus, studies show that gaming can improve problem solving skills and hand eye coordination.
Exactly. And many games promote teamwork and strategic thinking.
I also heard some games can help reduce stress. That's a cool benefit.
Yeah, it can be a fun escape from reality. It's fascinating how gaming has evolved.
Right, with so many genres, there's something for everyone to enjoy.
Exactly. Let's pick a game and get started.
Lesson 6. How should we promote our marketing plan? So, how do you think we should promote our marketing plan?
Well, I believe utilizing social media platforms is crucial. Over 4.5 billion people use social media worldwide.
That's a huge audience. What specific platforms do you think we should focus on?
Platforms like Instagram and Facebook are great for visual content, while LinkedIn is perfect for B2B marketing.
Interesting. I also read that email marketing has an ROI of $42 for every dollar spent. That's impressive.
Absolutely. Crafting targeted email campaigns can really drive engagement with our audience.
And what about content marketing? I hear it's essential for building brand awareness.
Yes, content marketing generates 3 times more leads than traditional marketing methods, which is significant.
That makes sense. We should also consider influencer partnerships to reach wider audiences, right?
Definitely. Influencer marketing can yield an ROI of up to 11 times the investment, which is quite effective.
Wow, this is getting exciting. It sounds like we have a lot of great options to explore.
For sure, with the right strategies, we can really make our marketing plan stand out.
Lesson 7. Work-life balance.
Have you noticed how many people struggle with work life balance these days?
Absolutely. Research shows that around 60% of employees feel overwhelmed by their work responsibilities.
That's a significant number. It really affects their mental health too.
Yes, studies indicate that poor work-life balance can lead to increased stress and burnout.
And it's not just about stress, it can impact productivity as well.
Exactly. Companies that promote a healthy work-life balance see a 20% increase in employee productivity.
Wow, that's impressive. What are some common signs of poor work life balance?
Some signs include feeling constantly tired, neglecting personal relationships, and having trouble disconnecting from work.
It sounds like a tough situation to be in, but why is it so important to address this issue?
Addressing work-life balance is crucial because it can enhance overall well-being, leading to happier and healthier employees.
That makes sense. A balanced life can lead to better job satisfaction too.
Absolutely. When employees feel balanced, they are more engaged and motivated at work. Lesson 8. Shall we do some exercise after breakfast? Hey, what do you think about doing some exercise after breakfast?
I've heard it can be beneficial for digestion.
Exactly. Studies show that light exercise can boost metabolism by up to 15% after a meal.
Really? I didn't know it could have such an impact on metabolism.
Yeah. Plus, it can help regulate blood sugar levels, which is super important.
That makes sense. I guess it can prevent those post meal energy crashes, right?
Absolutely. Research suggests that even a short walk after eating can help in stabilizing energy levels.
And I've heard it can improve mood too.
Yes, exercise releases endorphins, which can enhance your overall mood and reduce stress.
Sounds like a win win situation. I might just give it a try.
You should. It's a simple way to start the day on a positive note.
I love the idea of combining breakfast with a little movement.
Lesson 9. Will we arrive Paris before noon? So, do you think we'll arrive in Paris before noon?
Well, it depends on several factors, like our departure time and traffic conditions.
Right. I read that the average travel time from London to Paris by train is about 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Exactly. And if we leave early, we can avoid the morning rush hour, which can add extra time to our journey.
That makes sense. Plus, the Eurostar trains are known for their punctuality, with an on-time performance rate of around 90%.
Yes, and we should also consider the time it takes to get to the train station and go through security.
True. If we factor in about 30 minutes for that, we should be fine as long as we leave by 8 a.m.
Exactly. So, if we stick to our schedule, We should definitely arrive in Paris before noon.
I can't wait. It'll be great to explore the city right after we arrive.
Absolutely. Just think of all the sights we'll get to see.
Lesson 10. I would like to buy some drinks.
Hey, are you thinking of grabbing some drinks? What do you usually go for?
I usually stick with water, but I love trying new juices too.
Water is super important, right? It makes up about 60% of our body.
Exactly. Staying hydrated can improve energy levels and overall health.
I read that fruit juices can provide essential vitamins like vitamin C from oranges.
True. But it's good to watch the sugar content in some juices, though.
Yeah, and sodas can be fun, but they often have a lot of sugar and no nutritional value.
Exactly. It's interesting how some drinks can be refreshing, but not necessarily healthy.
For sure, I think it's all about balance and knowing what you're drinking.
Absolutely. And it's always nice to try something new every now and then.
So, are you thinking water, juice, or maybe a soda for today?
Let's go for a mix. A little bit of everything sounds good. Lesson 11. The subjects to study in coming academic year.
So, have you thought about what subjects to study next year?
I have. I think STEM subjects are really important, especially with the job market evolving.
Absolutely. Did you know that jobs in STEM are projected to grow by 8% in the next decade?
That's a significant increase. What about the arts? They're crucial too, right?
Definitely. Studies show that students involved in arts education perform better academically overall.
I've also heard that humanities subjects help develop critical thinking skills.
Yes. In fact, 93% of employers value critical thinking skills in job candidates.
That makes sense. What about languages? They're becoming more important in our globalized world.
For sure, bilingual individuals often have better job prospects and earning potential,
It's fascinating how each subject contributes to a well-rounded education.
right? It's all about finding a balance that works for individual interests and career goals.
I can't wait to explore all these subjects next year. Lesson 12. Study Strategies. Hey, have you ever thought about how study strategies can really impact academic performance?
Absolutely. I read somewhere that students who use effective study techniques can improve their grades by up to 30%.
That's impressive. What are some of those techniques?
One popular method is the Pomodoro technique, which involves studying for 25 minutes and then taking a 5-minute break.
I've heard about that. It helps maintain focus and reduces burnout, right?
Exactly. And there's also active recall, where you test yourself on the material instead of just rereading it.
That sounds effective. It's like engaging with the content instead of passively consuming it.
Yes, research shows that active recall can lead to better retention of information.
How about study environments? I've heard they can influence performance too.
You're right. A study from the University of California found that a clutter free, quiet space can boost concentration and productivity.
That's fascinating. It makes sense to create an environment that's conducive to learning.
Definitely, the right strategies and environment can make a huge difference in academic success.
Lesson 13. Just-in-time manufacturing. Have you heard about just-in-time manufacturing? It's really interesting.
Yeah, I know a bit about it. It's all about reducing waste, right?
Exactly. It aims to produce only what is needed when it's needed, minimizing inventory costs.
I read that it originated in Japan with Toyota in the 1970s. They really pioneered this approach.
That's right. And it has helped companies improve efficiency and responsiveness to market changes.
Also, I heard that it can lead to better quality products because issues are identified and addressed quickly.
Absolutely. By having a streamlined process, companies can focus on continuous improvement.
And it sounds like it can really benefit small businesses too, not just large manufacturers.
For sure, small businesses can adapt quickly and reduce costs, which is crucial for their growth.
It's fascinating how this method has transformed the industry. It really emphasizes efficiency.
Yes, and it's also about building strong relationships with suppliers to ensure timely delivery.
That makes sense. Collaboration seems key in making just in time work effectively.
Lesson 14. Software training.
Have you had a chance to explore the software suite yet?
Not really, but I've heard it can really boost productivity.
Absolutely. Studies show that companies using integrated software can increase productivity by up to 30%.
Wow, that's impressive. What specific tools are included in the suite?
It includes project management, reporting tools, and communication features all in one place.
That sounds convenient. How does that help with teamwork?
Well, with everything centralized, team members can collaborate in real time, reducing miscommunication.
I get it. So, it can really streamline our workflow.
Exactly. Plus, tracking progress becomes much easier, which can lead to better project outcomes.
That makes sense. I can see how mastering these tools can really make a difference.
For sure, companies that invest in training for their software see a significant return on investment.
I'm looking forward to learning more about it. It sounds like a game changer. Lesson 15. Compliance with health regulation. I've been hearing a lot about compliance with health regulations lately. How important is it really in our field?
It's incredibly important. I remember a case where a small oversight in medication storage led to a serious incident. A patient received the wrong dosage because the medications weren't stored according to regulations.
That sounds alarming. What happened next?
Well, thankfully, the staff caught it in time, but it highlighted how crucial compliance is. According to the Joint Commission, 80% of serious medical errors involve miscommunication during patient transfers, often due to non-compliance with protocols.
Wow, I didn't realize the statistics were that high. How do you ensure compliance in your department?
We conduct regular training sessions and audits. For instance, we recently had a surprise audit, and it was a wake up call for everyone. We found several areas where we could improve our practices.
That makes sense. Did the audit lead to any significant changes?
Absolutely. We implemented a new checklist system for medication administration, which has reduced errors by 30% since we started using it. It's all about creating a culture of safety.
I see how compliance can directly impact patient safety. It's a lot of responsibility, isn't it?
It is, but it's also rewarding. Knowing that our adherence to regulations protects patients makes it all worthwhile. It's a team effort, and everyone plays a role.
Lesson 16: Innovative Learning Experiences. I've been hearing a lot about how technology is changing education. Have you had any experiences with innovative learning tools?
Absolutely. I recently used a virtual reality app for a history class. It allowed me to explore ancient civilizations in a way that textbooks never could.
That sounds amazing. Did it help you understand the material better?
Definitely. A study from the University of Maryland showed that students using VR scored 20% higher on tests compared to those using traditional methods.
Wow, I can see how that would make learning more engaging. Were there any challenges you faced with it?
Yes, initially, the technology felt overwhelming. I had to spend time getting familiar with the equipment. But once I did, it was worth it.
I can relate. I feel nervous trying new tech sometimes. How did you overcome that?
I reached out to my classmates for help and even watched tutorial videos online. It made the learning curve much easier.
That's a good idea. Collaboration can really make a difference. Do you think these tools are here to stay?
Absolutely. According to a report by the World Economic Forum, digital learning is expected to grow significantly, with 70% of educators believing it enhances student engagement.
Thanks for sharing your experience. I'm excited to explore more of these tools myself.
You should. Embracing technology can open up so many new avenues for learning.
Lesson 17: Campsite Activity.
Hey, I heard you went camping last weekend. How was it?
It was amazing, but we had a bit of a scare with a sudden rainstorm. We learned the importance of checking the weather before heading out.
Wow, that sounds intense. What did you do when the storm hit?
We quickly set up a tarp over our campsite to keep everything dry. I read in a camping guide that being prepared with a backup plan can save your trip.
That's smart. Did you have everything you needed?
Mostly, but we forgot a few essentials like extra batteries for our lantern. I learned that making a checklist before the trip is crucial.
I can see how that would be helpful. What was the best part of the trip for you?
Definitely the campfire stories at night. It's a great way to bond. The National Park Service suggests sharing stories as a way to connect with nature and each other.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Any tips for someone who wants to try camping for the first time?
Absolutely. Start with a simple campsite, pack layers of clothing, and don't forget a first aid kit. The American Camping Association recommends these to ensure a safe and enjoyable experience. Lesson 18. When are you going to sleep tonight?
I'm not sure yet, but I read that adults should aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night.
That's right. Sleep is crucial for our overall health and well-being.
Exactly, lack of sleep can lead to issues like decreased concentration and mood swings.
And did you know that chronic sleep deprivation can increase the risk of serious health problems?
Yes, I read that it can even affect your immune system and heart health.
It's fascinating how important sleep really is. It's like a reset button for our bodies.
Absolutely. Plus, quality sleep can improve your memory and creativity too.
I should probably start winding down earlier tonight then. What about you?
I think I'll try to get to bed by 10. It's a good time to recharge for the next day.
Sounds like a plan. Sleep really does make a difference.
For sure, here's to a good night's sleep.
Lesson 19. Our weekend plan.
So, what are the plans for the weekend? Got anything exciting lined up?
Absolutely. I'm thinking about going hiking. Did you know that hiking can reduce stress levels?
That sounds great. I read that spending time in nature can boost your mood significantly.
Exactly. Plus, it's a good workout. A 30-minute hike can burn about 200 to 400 calories, depending on the intensity.
Wow, I didn't realize it burned that many calories. What trail do you plan to hit?
There's a beautiful trail nearby that has stunning views of the mountains. It's about a 5-mile loop.
Sounds amazing. I might join you. I've heard hiking can improve creativity too.
Yes, studies show that spending time outdoors can enhance creative problem solving by up to 50%.
That's a solid reason to get outside. What else do you have planned for the weekend?
I also want to check out that new art exhibit downtown. Art can spark joy and inspire creativity.
I love that idea. Plus, visiting galleries can help support local artists and culture.
Exactly. Engaging with art and culture is a great way to unwind and learn something new. Lesson 20. Print a copy of contract. Hey, I was just about to print a copy of a contract. Do you know the steps to do that?
Sure. First, you need to make sure you have the correct document open on your computer.
Got it. After that, what's next?
Next, you'll want to check your printer settings to ensure everything is set up correctly.
Right. I've heard that having a physical copy can be really important.
Exactly. A physical copy can serve as legal evidence in case of disputes.
And it helps with record keeping too, right?
Yes, storing physical copies can be easier for reference and organization.
I see. So what about the actual printing process?
Once you're ready, just click on the print option and select your printer from the list.
That sounds simple enough. Any tips on checking the quality before printing?
You can preview the document first to ensure everything looks right before you print it.
Great. I feel more prepared to get my contract printed now.
Awesome. It's always good to have a hard copy on hand just in case.
Lesson 21. Project Schedule. So, have you ever thought about how crucial project scheduling is for success?
Absolutely. A well structured schedule can improve efficiency and keep everyone on track.
It's interesting that studies show projects with clear timelines are 30% more likely to be completed on time.
Right. And without a schedule, tasks can easily get overlooked or delayed, which can lead to budget overruns.
Exactly. Milestones are key checkpoints that help teams measure progress and stay motivated.
And did you know that using project management software can enhance collaboration and visibility across teams?
Yes, tools like Gantt charts help visualize timelines and dependencies, making it easier to manage tasks.
Plus, regular updates to the schedule can help address any issues before they escalate.
For sure, a dynamic schedule allows for flexibility and quick adjustments when needed.
And all of this contributes to a higher success rate for projects, which is what we aim for.
Lesson 22. Home Decoration. Have you noticed how home decoration trends are changing these days?
Absolutely. It's fascinating how people are leaning towards more sustainable materials now.
Right? I read that using reclaimed wood can reduce carbon footprints significantly.
And incorporating plants is also a big trend. They help purify the air, making spaces healthier.
Exactly. Studies show that having plants indoors can boost mood and productivity.
And don't forget about color psychology. Colors can greatly affect how we feel in a space.
Yes, for example, blues and greens can create a calm and tranquil environment.
While vibrant colors like yellows and oranges can energize a room and encourage creativity.
It's amazing how much thought goes into creating a cozy and inviting home.
Absolutely. Personal touches like family photos or travel souvenirs make a huge difference too.
And the best part is, it doesn't have to cost a fortune. DIY projects can be fun and budget friendly.
True, there are endless ideas online that inspire creativity and make decorating enjoyable.
Lesson 23. Advanced Hotel Service.
Have you noticed how advanced hotel service has become lately?
Absolutely. It's fascinating how personalized experiences can really enhance a guest's stay.
Right? I read that hotels that focus on personalized service can increase guest satisfaction by up to 20%.
That makes sense. A happy guest is more likely to return and recommend the hotel to others.
Exactly. And it's not just about the service. The ambience and amenities play a huge role too.
For sure. Did you know that 70% of guests consider the quality of hotel amenities when choosing where to stay?
Wow, that's a significant factor. What about the staff training aspect?
Well, ongoing staff training has been shown to improve service quality, leading to a 15% increase in positive reviews.
That's impressive. It really highlights how important it is to invest in staff development.
Definitely. Plus, a well trained staff can handle guest complaints more effectively, which is crucial.
And let's not forget about technology. Many hotels are using apps for seamless check ins and service requests.
Yes, technology can streamline operations and enhance the overall guest experience.